I've done some research and I've concluded that Beedle is a fraud, and I'm gonna list multiple different reasons why. In Skyward Sword, Beedle owns a shop called Beedle's Air Shop. When you go inside, it turns out that Beedle is actually the one keeping this thing in the air by pedaling. Or is he? So I did some research and found this on Google, where someone asked, a typical house in the US uses about 1,000 kilowatts of energy in a month. So could you generate that much power all by yourself on a stationary bike? And they replied with, nope, not even close. Pedaling a bike at a reasonable pace generates about 100 watts of power. That's the same energy per time used by a 100-watt light bulb. So if you pedaled 8 hours every day for 30 days, then doing the math, you'd generate 24 kilowatt hours of energy. So if Beedle wanted to power this entire house, which it looks like he's doing in the game, he'd literally have to be a superhuman to do it. Which means all Beedle is doing is just pedaling and that's it. And he's faking the entire thing and is just using a generator or a string to bring him around Skyloft and to his island. So he's literally just pedaling to make it look like he's doing a lot of work when he's really not. So when people visit his shop, they're going to say, oh wow, this man is doing a lot of work keeping his house afloat, and feel lured to buy something for all of his hard work. But then, once you go to buy something, let's see here, 1,600 rupees. Who is going to pay that much for a heart piece? Then when you realize how expensive everything is, you decide to leave the shop. But if you don't buy anything before you leave, he literally tries to murder you by dropping you off the ship. What kind of store owner is this? Even in Breath of the Wild, his arrows are super overpriced. Like, look at this. 6 rupees for one singular arrow. Another thing I noticed is that he is one of the only people in Hyrule to raise his prices on an item. If you go to Beedle and buy 5 arrows for 30 rupees, and then go to Lookout Landing and look at the prices for arrows, it's 10 rupees cheaper for the exact same thing at Lookout Landing. Not only that, but when you go up to Beedle to buy something from him, he'll usually ask if you have any beetles on you that you can give him. And if you don't give it to him, he whispers to himself that he's gonna try to rob it from you or hire a thief to steal it from you while you're sleeping. And if you do decide to give him one of your beetles, he literally cooks the beetle you give him into a drink and then gives it back to you. So he basically betrayed all of his fans when he said he liked beetles. Also, this backpack is 100% fake, it's just foam and he's pretending to struggle for clout.